What is your take on this statement for the PBOC? Does it change your view on the renminbi?
Not as such. I think that at the end of the day, we have to recognize that China's economy is doing extremely well. We have a manufacturing export boom around the world. China is capitalizing on that in a very massive way. So there is going to be demand also for the Chinese currency as a natural consequence of that. Of course, at the same time, I have to agree with the previous speaker that any central bank does not want to have a situation where you have one-sided expectations. That's not as a policymaker what you want at all. So some language occasionally to sort of break a little bit of that up is to be expected. But in general, I think there's just going to be an upside, an appreciation bias on renminbi for the course of the year.
How supportive do you expect that to be for Chinese equities then?
We tend to see sort of a strengthening currency, obviously within reason, as a sign of confidence in China's capital markets overall. So I think on balance, actually, it's quite supportive.
Now, it's also reflective, Stefan. David here, by the way, pleasure to have you on the show. I mean, you have, when it comes to the equity markets and the equity story, and of course, Tom is, of course, there. And our big story today, JD Logistics, they couldn't come at a better time, really, for equity markets. Sentiment's quite good. You have northbound flows coming back. The Asia market starting to break out. What are you telling your clients? And essentially, what is the thinking right now around equities on the mainland?
It's about themes. So you want to be selective on the thematic selection. There is the consumer is a phenomenal story in China. A lot of that, of course, is wrapped up in technological transformation. Again, China is at the forefront of that. So logistics naturally connected very closely that last mile to deliver to the end consumer. So that's for us is a very important theme.